Finally found a guy with some common sense.
First team
Common sense, Steven Jackson. So everybody tells me Kevin Durant's leaving Golden State to go to New York. And my takeaway is the goal of every NBA player is to be holding the MVP trophy after winning the championship. He's going to do it for a third straight time. And from that, he's going to go cross country to the Knicks. And I'm like, that's a terrible decision. You don't like it either.
I don't like it either. I think that would be suicide. Going all the way to New York to help rebuild and start all over and try to build one of the most historic franchises and get them back to winning the championship.
That's a lot of energy.
That's not easy as you think. Especially, with KD, he's not getting any younger either. He's definitely one of the best closers, the best closer in the game right now. But I think you don't give up $60 million, first of all. You stay there and get every dime you can. And I've had conversations with KD, and the only thing that I can tell you is he wants the bag. He wants the money. He's been taking pay cuts he took pay cuts in the past. He needs to stay there and get the money. Here's the possibility to win 2 more championships and 2 more Finals MVPs. That'll be 4 championships, 4 Finals MVPs.
So you know him?
Yeah, I know him real well. Real well. We hang out a lot.
You hang out a lot?
Yes.
Okay, so when you hang out with him, and I have no problem with this. Money matters. Got no problem with that at all.
Money
it should.
Definitely. Money is the motivation.
I got no problem with that. I can do this for 50 years. He can do his thing for 12. I got no problem. Does he like the Warriors?
Loves them.
Okay, so why do I keep hearing that he doesn't feel he's been given the respect?
Because it's all speculation. You haven't heard that from him. You haven't heard, we're sitting there talking about where he's going to be now because certain people are saying that he's going here. We have no clue, right? So from me talking to him, all I can say is I know he wants the money. Me personally, he should stay in Golden State. I wouldn't go to New York and have to do it all that over. And people are already saying he's a snake for going to Golden State and leaving OKC. Like me personally, I respect a player that wants to win. You playing the game to win. You're going to make the money regardless. You're playing the game to win. You're in a great situation in Golden State. Why leave? If it's not broke, don't fix it.
Woj comes out, story today, Adrian Wojnarowski, that the Lakers, Luke, LeBron, Pelinka, Magic, Genie, whether it's a power struggle, his story is it's a mess. They don't have a plan. There's no unified, galvanized, central place they're going. This is not working out. They don't have the shooters. The story is pretty daunting if you're a Laker fan, that this thing's just unraveling a bit. Do you think it's that serious? Because I'll be honest with you, Stephen. This is a shooter's league. They had Lou Williams and they had Brook Lopez, and they let them both go. And Brandon Ingram's not tradable now because of the blood situation he's dealing with, the Chris Bosh injury. I don't see a light at the end of the tunnel. I don't think young players are lining up to play with LeBron. I don't.
It don't look like it. What it looks like to me is you have Magic, Pelinka, and LeBron on their own agendas. I can see LeBron and I can see Magic want one coach. I can see Pelinka want Juwan Howard because they played in Michigan together. I can see LeBron I can see all of them on different agendas. So and the way the season ended, you can see that they're not on the same page. And it could hurt free agency for them, but at this point, we got to see what can happen because if they don't bring anybody in, we're going to be talking about the same thing come playoffs next season.
It's possible. When you played in the NBA, you could see Steve Kerr used to always joke, you can wear a knee brace, but don't wear 2 because you're advertising you can't guard anybody.
Right.
Listen, when I watched LeBron this year, even pre-injury, I didn't think he had a ton of juice on the defensive end. Is it just that hard for us to come to terms with Stephen? The best of him is done. He's now an older player with 8 straight trips to the finals. He's lost an edge.
I wouldn't say the best of him is done. I would say after making 8 straight finals, you need a summer off. You need a rest. All the basketball he's been playing, how dominant he's been the last 8 years, but I don't think he's done. It's a rough year. Obviously, like I said, when teams lose and the greatest player in the league loses and not make the playoffs, everything is magnified. He had a young team that wasn't prepared for none of this, so that looked bad. The coach they have right now, nobody respected. None of the players, all the way down to the last guy on the team, none of them respected Luke. So it was a dumpster fire from the beginning. But at the same time, they have a chance to fix it. But the question is, will they?
Finally, James Harden, yesterday during the Clipper game, Don McClain, the announcer for the Clippers, came out and we could have the tape. It wouldn't give us much time. Basically said it feels like Harden's manipulating the game. This isn't basketball. It's one-on-one, to which I say, well, Michael Jordan was one-on-one. Kobe did one-on-one. What do you make of the constant criticism of Harden? His game is shticky. It's manipulative. He's traveling. What do you make of it?
Well, Kobe and Jordan, they were ISO guys in a triangle offense. They always ISO'd out of the offense. And that offense, if you look at the triangle offense, it is an ISO offense. This is the way the Rockets play. They're third in the West. You can't criticize a guy that's been third in the West. Look at the injuries they had. Chris Paul was out. Capella was out. They don't have Trevor Ariza. For this team to still be at the top of the West.
And they made moves in the season for chemistry.
Right, exactly. And I think Iman Shumpert was the big pickup defensively wise because they don't have Trevor Ariza. But what he's been doing this season, as scoring wise, they've been winning. At one point in the season, they wasn't even in the playoffs.
They're on fire now.
He's on fire. I mean, people want to talk a lot about his game, but it's productive. They're winning. He might be an MVP again this year. This just a style. Every team has their own style of play. This team has bought into the ISO ball. Now, coming playoff time, those guys that sit there and watch James, they better be ready to knock down a shot.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.